Well, good morning. I tell you, the weather here has just been absolutely, it's the strangest thing. In December, we dealt with just massive amounts of snow comparatively to prior years, sub freezing weather. Just brutally cold days, blowing, just terrible, terrible weather. Relatively speaking. And I'm comparing this to years prior. Usually here in Iowa, we get a really bad weather after the first of the year. Usually January and February are just brutal. It's like 38 degrees outside. It might be 40 degrees outside. Yesterday evening, I went outside. It was 55 degrees. It was it was arguably warm. I don't know they need to get these chemtrails going again or something so they can control the weather. So what are we going to work on today? Well, yesterday I got the frame flipped and I got the last little bits that I couldn't get with the right way up, rust encapsulated. I started painting a few little things here and there. And I think today what we're going to try to do is get this bottom part painted so we can get this flip back over. In order to do that, I just need to do it. Anyways, what am I going to use to coat that frame since I've got the rust encapsulator on it? I'm just going to use good old Rust-Oleum. Rust-Oleum's been around forever. I don't know. Does this have a date on it? I can't see it. It says established, I don't know, 19 something. But Rust-Oleum is just a good overall paint. So Rust-Oleum is an oil-based paint. It's an enamel. And basically what that means is it uses a solvent to aid in the curing process. And it's through the evaporation of that solvent that makes it dry. We would typically call it dry, but shrink and no longer be a liquid. So with that being said, you can thin this down and you can spray through a spray gun. With it just straight out of the can, it's perfectly acceptable to brush it on. I don't want to brush it on. That's going to take too much time. Well, it's not going to take too much time because that's all I have is time, right? But it's going to be much more convenient for me to just get on. So that's what I'm going to do. Now, the directions on the can recommends you reduce this with acetone. I have used just about every solvent product that you can think of to reduce this stuff. Paint thinner obviously works really good, and reducing it helps that curing process as well. Normal Rust-Oleum, gosh, it seems like, depending on the humidity, it seems like it takes days for it to dry sometimes. But yeah, you reduce it down, it definitely helps it. So that's what we're going to do. And I've used this stuff to coat just about everything you can possibly imagine. Literally dozens and dozens of projects in the past. Farm equipment, metal, truck frames, wood projects, garden posts, T-posts. So the way I'm going to spray this on is with the old trusty Harbor Freight HVLP central pneumatic $20 spray gun from Harbor Freight. And this works pretty good. I've painted cars with this. I've painted a lot of things with it. It's been around the block. And for those of you that have watched anything that I've done, I am not a painter. But I play one on TV. So that's what I'm going to use. I'm going to reduce this down about 15% is what it recommends on the can. We'll see how I like that. And maybe we'll do more, maybe we'll do less. You know, I typically just look at the stick and how it's running off. And we'll start spraying. So we'll do that. I'll get some mixing cups. And yeah, we'll get started. Well, good news. Now, I'm out of my little mixing cups that I use, so I guess I get to go to Harbor Freight. I was hoping to get something done before, you know, I got tied up with other things, but you know, that's just the way it is. I guess I got to go do things and stuff. And all right, well, it's been a minute since I made a video of me outside the shop. So I thought I'd take you along with me to the Harbor Freight. I do have a couple mice that seem to have taken up residence in here. I don't know, I might look for... Oh, and I forgot my wallet. God bless it. Okay, well, I think we're going to try again. I actually got my wallet this time, which is typically handy. So yeah, I got a couple mice in this this dang truck. Anyways, I've been putting traps in here, and you know, just the traditional mouse traps. And those little boogers have been able to lick the trigger plate on them completely clean of the peanut butter. Without springing the traps. I don't know, I'm gonna have to look for something different. I hate using the sticky traps, because whereas I have no love for mice, especially since when they get in my vehicle, but I don't know, those sticky traps just seem, I don't know, they're a little bit cruel. I'm not saying that it's cruel to use them. I'm saying that there's other methods of getting rid of mice that are maybe a little bit better. So I do want to clarify that. We're going to head to the Harbor Freight and get some things. Mainly those paint cups, and I don't know, we'll see what else tickles my fancy there. I mean, come on. How do you not love that thing? Oh, puppies. Alright, so got the painting cup system at Harbor Freight, and we got the I stopped at the farm store to get a different type of mouse trap. So I think if I can live trap them and then feed them to the chickens, maybe? I don't know. You know, recycle. Circle of life. All right. Well, we made it back. Nothing greater than a little trip to Harbor Freight. We got our paint cup system, and we'll get this mixed up and sprayed, and then I'm going to go inside and probably eat some breakfast. So get the paint pretty well shook up. You know, Taylor Swift style. Shake it off. Shake it off. And we're going to call that pretty okay. I don't use a lot of science with this. Maybe I should. I'm going to go get some gloves before I get this paint all over my hands. There we go. So this is Rust-Oleum Satin Black. Guess I sat in it. Oh, man. I tell you what. You might not come here for the content, but you definitely stay for the comedy. So, yeah, I have no idea how much this will take. Let's start out with that much. Oh, try to use a paintbrush here to kind of clean out the gutter. So I buy these are just little chip brushes, is what they're called. I buy these at Harbor Freight. I buy everything at Harbor Freight. But you can buy them, I don't know, they come 20, 30, 40, 50 of them to a package. They're pretty cheap. They're just a nice disposable, for little things like that. And even, you saw me do some painting. Well, no, actually, I don't think I showed any of that, but, painting on the frame with them on that rust encapsulator. This is just, like I said, this is acetone. This is what the can itself recommends you use. Let me go get a mixer stick. I'm unprepared here. Okay, I've got an official certified mixing stick. We'll try with just a little bit there. It's going to need more, but no, maybe not. I don't know how long this can of Rust-Oleum's been sitting in the cupboard there, but probably a couple years. Oh, that ain't bad at all. I mean to say, I precisely measured that out and got it exactly the consistency I want. It could actually be I'm just going to add just a tiny bit more. It's too much. Too much. Nope, that was pretty good. Always self-doubting myself. That's pretty good. It's still a little bit chunky, but we're gonna run with it. Like I said, there's not a lot of science here. We're just trying to make this go through this and stick to that. Okay, well, I've gone ahead and pulled the frame over into the paint booth. I've got the heat turned up and the full exhaust system going. So we'll go ahead and spray this. It's actually tacked up pretty good right now. I think I'm going to go ahead and mix up another full cup and spray it again. And then I think that's going to be about it for my paint. I'll have to get another quart. Just at the dang farm store. Why didn't I get one? Well, I'm going to go over this again. Won't have to be quite as heavy. I'm not, for clarification here, I'm like not going for necessarily looks on the frame. I'm going for protection. So it's more about building up a finished layer than getting a nice, pretty finish. Does that make sense? Looks pretty good. Like I said, this is just, well, see, I can already see a spot that I missed. But this is just to get the underside. Then we'll flip this frame again, and we'll do the top side. So yeah, I mean, that's the, I got some, a mask always leaks right there. Anyways, yeah, I mean, that's kind of the long and the short of that. And I'm going to go in, eat some breakfast, and then I'll probably run back to the hardware store, get some more satin black Rust-Oleum, and maybe by then this will be dry and I can flip it over and do the other side. Well, good morning. It is Saturday morning. It is late Saturday morning because, of dad things. It never seems to fail that no matter how early I get up to start doing the chores and stuff like that, it always gets away from me. We need to go grocery shopping. We usually go grocery shopping on Saturday morning. Boy, it's just terrible. It's a good cup of Joe. It's like my 5th tankard of coffee. I don't know. We went to Walmart. That's a experience all in of itself. And you try to get there early so you don't have to deal with Walmart. But it's just, a lot of people in like sweatpants and slippers. When did it become okay in society to go out in public in the wearing the stuff that you wear when you get sick? I don't know. I just don't understand it. So what are we going to do today? Well, I got the bottom of this frame painted, and now we have to flip it back over. I do have some help. I'm going to go grab my son, and hopefully we can do this slightly safer than I did it the last time. So I'm going to get this rigged up and ready to go. So I think this time I'm going to use a chain as opposed to, an old ratchet strap. I didn't like last time how there was a lot of strain on that strap. And I just quite frankly don't trust it. John Deere tractors. Did that scare you? Because that scared me. Before I get too deep into this, I think I'm going to go get the boy. Okay, well, he's on his way out. So do you think that that noise was that chain slipping? Boy, that's heavy. That's a lot heavier than I would have imagined. So the idea is to pick it up, set it down, and it's way heavier than you think it is.
Is that the middle?
Yep. Don't do this. So I don't know. I'm just kind of seeing what happens here. I'm trying to roll it up on those jack stands. And then eventually that chain's gonna slip and it's really gonna scare me like that and that.
So make sure that thing is sliding forward.
But I think if we can get it straight up and down, we can have it balanced and I can move that chain. Because the last time I did this, I did it with a strap.
That was fun.
But yeah, I think I was pretty much maxed out on that strap. Are you scared? I'm scared. A little bit.
Want to do that, or you just want to?
Don't get under it. Just watch your feet. Okay, see if you can balance it there. If it goes, just let it go. Yes?
I think I got it.
It's that one song, you know. Time to do some sketchy shit, doo-dah. Hope I get away with it.
Balance it.
What do you think? You want to try that? So,
Over.
because the scariest part is we're going to eventually have to get it to the point where it's rolling on its, you get it past its center of gravity.
Yeah.
As long as those stands don't kick out and we lose the chain.
What are you trying to do?
Well, it's got to get past that center of gravity. Just watch the stands. Oh yeah, I'm past it.
Here on the
Okay.
What did that do?
We're going the wrong way.
Yeah.
Why didn't you say something?
Well,
This is all your fault. I'm getting ahead of myself.
we got
to lift it up. Yeah, I know. That was practice. But wait a minute, I want that. I want this over here. I got it balanced pretty good. Or maybe you're holding it, I don't know. Come on, you move.
Like a couple inches. Yeah. Okay.
Go down a little bit.
That one.
You want to shift that one over too, don't you? Coming down. Just, yeah. Oh, shit.
Coming down. Well, let it.
What? I want it. Nothing's on you, right?
No.
Okay. So that was kind of my fault. I didn't have that valve shut off all the way. So that was trying to pay attention to too many things at once. That's good. Your stand's good. Okay. Come down slow. Are you still in your stand? Okay.
Yeah, but we're gonna have a problem down there.
That's fine.
It's gonna hit that lever on the stand.
It's really weird. It's heavy, but it's not. You still happy?
Thank you.
Well, we want it up higher though too.
I do.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's raise those. In fact, I want it up as high as it'll go. That one's not. Oh yeah, I guess it is. We good?
Should be.
Cool. Well, Grady and I just showed you how not to flip a frame. That was a little sketchy, I'm not going to lie. But I guess we got the job done. So one thing I do kind of want to show is that I know I keep going on about this rust encapsulator, but I was cleaning some of this oil off and stuff, and I noticed, because when I cleaned the underside of this off, some of that grease and oil leaked through onto this side. And so I was wiping it all down, just using some brake clean. And this is a really good example of how tough that encapsulator is. So that's actually taking the paint off, the black paint, but it's not touching. Look at the paint that's coming off. But it will not touch, it will not hurt. I mean, maybe a little bit is coming off, but I don't know. Pretty impressive to me. But it don't take much with me. I mean, yeah. Okay, so we've you can see we've moved back into the paint booth, specifically the paint mixing area, because I want to get the top side of that frame painted to get it curing up. So I went out and I got some more Rust-Oleum. I couldn't find satin, so I had to get semi-gloss black. I don't know. I hope it's close. Doctor, doctor. Yes, I am making that joke again. Pretty much every time I put rubber gloves on. And that's really your responsibility as a father. It's a responsibility not only to children, but it's a responsibility to all the other fathers in the world, is that you continually make the same bad dad joke over and over again. So as compared to orthodox methods, I spray at a relatively high pressure because I want to get it done, especially with this kind of stuff. So I got my compressor set at 75 psi's. Before I go into the paint booth here, I got to turn on the ventilation system, which consists of an overhead fan and a couple of Walmart box fans with cheap, crappy furnace filters attached to them, like that. All right, let's go. Then I'm going to start at the back. Let's open this up some more so we can get some dang paint out of this thing. There we go. So basically the way I clean this gun is I just run lacquer thinner through it. I don't take it apart because I shoot everything through it. So run it through a couple times and call it good. I think the frame turned out pretty good. We'll see when it dries. We'll see. We'll see how that semi-gloss looks as compared to the satin. I like the satin because it's got almost no shine to it, but just enough to kind of, I don't know, kind of give it a, I don't know, a little bit of an iridescence maybe. That might not be the right word. It just looks clean and everything matches it. It's not like glaring you in the face, but at the same time you can tell when it's nice and cleaned up. It's got a little texture to it. And then also when you know, I'm painting a formally rusted pitted frame, so it helps in kind of detracting from the rust pits and rough surface and stuff. It is nice and smooth. I mean, yeah, a nice glossy finish would look pretty cool. And there's actually people out there that do that. So there's a be very wary. In fact, well, maybe not wary, but just be aware because I don't think there's anything wrong with it. But people will actually take and use Bondo on their frames to smooth out all the holes and stuff. I've never done that. I have no. I'm not gonna try to hide anything, but uh, not to that extent. But yeah, it does happen. There's some. Whoa, that's right up. Whew, right up in the nostril. Exfoliating. um, I have to give that a couple hours to flash off. Broke my glove. I'm gonna have to take them back. Um, give it a couple hours to flash off, and then we can come back out here and do other things. But until that kind of gets at least to the point where you can touch it without it coming off on your skin, I don't want to be out here. There's too much chance of me bumping into it and scuffing it or something. Not that it's going to be the end of the world, but well, let's go see how the paint turned out. It's doing guy stuff. Not too bad. It's been a couple hours. A little tacky. Looks good. Looks really good. Not too bad. Turn all the exhaust fans off here in the paint booth. So just wanted to come out here, check on the frame. It's been a couple hours. Um, it's curing up pretty good. It's not like coming off on your hands or anything, but it is still, you can still feel it's a little tacky. Um, so we're probably just going to let that sit for the rest of the day. And we're going to do some other things. This is a big milestone getting this painted because getting it painted means, with all the removing the rust, cleaning it up, the rust treatment with the rust encapsulator and getting the top coat on the whole frame, that means we're past the 50% part. So half of the project is the demo part, and the other half is the reassembly. So we are coming along pretty good because now we're going to start putting pieces and parts back on this, which we're getting into the fun part. Putting on the nice clean pieces with the clean bolts and nuts and stuff like that is so much fun. It's what I enjoy the most. Uh, I'm a simple man. I enjoy little things like the contrast between a brand new bolt up against this nice black frame or something like that. That's the stuff that really gets me excited. I know it sounds ridiculous, but it kind of is what it is. But yeah, so that means the demo is the first half, and then we've got this kind of broke up into sections. We got the frame, we got the body, we got the engine and the drivetrain. And the engine, you probably lump into that drivetrain as well, obviously. But all those things are going to start coming together. You know, we're putting the engine back together. We're putting the frame back together. We'll look at that rear differential. I don't think it needs a whole lot of work to it, but we're going to open it up and kind of look at it, give it an inspection to see if in 200,000 miles, if anybody's ever changed the rear differential fluid. You never know. So that's what we got coming up. I appreciate everybody that's been sticking along with me this far on this project. It's been a lot of fun for me, and hopefully it's been fun for you to watch. So if everybody, I appreciate everybody subscribing, everybody liking, comment. I need some comments out there to help my algorithm. So either give me a thumbs up or throw me a comment. Hey Matt, how's it going? How's the dogs? How's the chickens? You know, anything. Yeah, share this video too with your buddies and stuff like that you think that would enjoy this kind of content. So, anyways, I'm going to close this one out for today. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you back on the next one. Hope you have a great day.